Hey, how are you? Sarah Tugender. I am a lifestyle entrepreneur. I have had 10 years in corporate sales experience. Started out right out of college and said, I'm way too entrepreneurial to just climb that corporate ladder. So I'm going to get out and build a book of business. I don't know if any of you guys feel the same way. Built that giant resume. And I realized that it's not just the resume itself that's going to get you further along in your business, in your career, in your sales, in your entrepreneurial endeavors, whatever you're doing. So if sales to you seems like an icky word, that's what I want to do. I want to help teach you how I, as a mom, can build a business with my corporate sales strategies, making it so it's effective and efficient for the business that you're building. And I think it's interesting to think about, are you a can-do type of person or are you a will-do type of person? And so let's go into, what do I mean by that? So when I explain can-do, so let's say that you were looking for a job, which I know you're not because you're an entrepreneur just like me, but let's say you were looking for a job and you sat down across from your prospective employer with the resume in front of you and you told them about all of your really great skill sets. You're super talented. You have built businesses. You have exceeded goals. You have closed accounts, right? You're a team player. You have won President's Awards, just like me. I mean, I've been on beaches in Mexico and Jamaica with the best of the best of the best in the top industries. But I don't continue to make sales because of prior things that I did in my 20s. No, that's a can do. What people are looking for, what your prospects are looking for, what the people that you want to work with, the accounts that you want to close. Because come on, let's face it. I don't care if you are a health coach and you're trying to get your next health coach client. I don't care if you're someone who's selling a B2B commodity. Maybe you're in website sales. Maybe you're in more of a traditional sales role, like you're a real estate salesperson. I've held my real estate license for, I think it's been about 10 years, a little over 10 years now in the state of Massachusetts. I always think that that's really prudent to do. But maybe you're that. Maybe you're pharmaceutical sales, which is where I started right outside of college. And so you're not going to walk into your next doctor's office with your resume and to say, look, doc, at what I've done. Or look here, my next potential client, look at what I've done before. That's a can-do mentality. And that's not what's going to build the future business. What is going to build the future business is what I call is a will-do mentality. There's two aspects to this will-do mentality. It's what you do from the first call to the next meeting, or your first meeting to the next meeting, and what you do prior to even your first meeting. So let me explain. Someone who is a will-do, from the first meeting to the next meeting, they're going to follow up. They're going to follow up in a really unique, personalized way, and they're going to do this within 24 hours. I recently had a meeting with someone who I wanted to work with because I'm currently staffing for a medical spa in the Boston area. And we're really looking for the right type of health coach, someone that has that blend between science and health. And, someone that is willing to come in, we're maybe like 2 part-time people, and someone that has something else that's going on currently right now. So really excited, a brand new health coach, and had a conversation with her. And she said to me, you know what, Sarah, instead of me telling you about what I do, let's book a complimentary session with you, and I'll just show you. I'm like, awesome. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's that can-do mentality, right? Like, let's just get to it. Let's do it. So we had the whole meeting, which was really great, and I'm about 5 months pregnant, so I'm not so sure my health goals are so attainable, but we had a couple. She actually surprised me, which was cool too. She uncovered something that I was struggling in and that I really should work on. And so she said to me, Sarah, when can you do this by? And I said, well, realistically, I think Thursday. She's like, okay, so before Thursday, I'm going to give you a little jingle. I'll call you, text you, whatever, if that's okay with you, and follow up. Awesome. Again, exactly what I'm looking for, that can-do type person. I mean, her resume was very, very impressive. I was like, it was on paper. Me and my partner, we said, this is the perfect type of person that we're looking for. Great. She's going to follow up with me. No call. Nothing. Silence. Not a Facebook message, not an email, and she said she was going to. I was so disappointed. I mean, you would be too. And so I said, well, if that is what's going to happen for someone she supposedly wants to work with, work for, what is she going to do for her clients? I mean, you have to follow through with what you say. The other thing is what you do before the call. So my last employee, my virtual assistant that I work with, Melissa, who's probably watching this video, who I totally love, and we'll have to do a whole thing on virtual assistants. And Melissa, everything, this wouldn't be possible without you. So I'll have to teach you in a future call if you guys want to hear about a little bit more about how I work with folks like Melissa, who really helped me focus on, my babies, my pregnancy, my house, and take a lot of that, the business aspects, and she truly is a partner with me. But Melissa, before our first Skype interview that we had, Melissa knew everything about me. She took the time to research me, to find me on Facebook, to look at my social media, to look at my LinkedIn. She told me things about myself that I wouldn't even know how to find these things on the internet. And that's what impressed me the most, was the work that she did beforehand. Because I said, if she's willing to do that work before she's even met me, imagine what she's going to do once she's a part of my team. And she has, week to week, just exceeded my expectations. We've had a really great working relationship since then. And, so I want you to just think about, when you're meeting with someone, when you're trying to close that next account, close that next prospect, close that next sale, are you just resting on your laurels? My dad always said to me that once you're at the top, there's only one place to go, and that's down. And you have to fight for that top dog spot all the time. Yeah, you want to get there. You want to get to the top. You want to get to that winner's circle, that president's circle, whatever it is for you. You want to see your goals attained, but you can't just show up with a piece of paper and your resume and to say, well, look at what I can do. You have to continue to prove to people what you're willing to do, and you have to make that a habit. So think about the next meeting that you had. Now, I just came from meeting with someone who I would love to partner with. And it's going to be about what I do in the next 24 hours to show her that she's top of mind for me right now, that it's really important that we get back together. It's going to be an email. It's going to be a text message. That's because that's the culture. She's another mom. If I was meeting with someone else, typically with my corporate accounts, like with my physicians that I work with, I have a stack of thank you notes right in my car. I whip them out of my center console. I write the thank you note right there. Sometimes I'll walk back in with that thank you note, or I'll just drop it in the mailbox, kind of depending on the setup of the office. I've done both. And those are usually the accounts, when I take the time to do that we end up partnering together, and we have some really great relationships. So I just want you to think about, are you a can-do type of person, or are you a will-do type of person? Because I think in this day and age, we're looking for more people who are those will-do type of people. I don't care about what you did in the past. I care about what you're willing to do. And so as you think about how you can increase your sales this year, how you can increase your sales in the next quarter, I want you to think about if you're bringing that will-do mentality to every meeting, to every prospect, to every account, to every new opportunity, to every networking event, to every potential job interview, whatever it is. And just to think about that, because I had to sit back and reflect when I went from my corporate career, which I was very successful at, and I all of a sudden started working on my own. What I missed was calls like these, because I had these weekly mentorship calls, right? We had these weekly calls with our manager. We'd all get around the horn. What's going well? What's a win? What's a loss? What's an opportunity? What's happening? And then when I started to work on my own, I said, I'm missing this environment. I'm missing this. Hey, this is a really good topic. You guys should remember to leave thank you notes. You should remember to get back in touch with your prospects within 24 hours. And so if you don't feel like you have a strong sales background, if you don't feel like you have strong sales support, what I really want you to do is come and like my page, Sarah Tugender. And that's what I want to be for you. I want to be your weekly dose of inspiration, your weekly dose of accountability, and giving you those sales tips to help you build your business. Because I have 10 years behind me, and I'm going to give you the shortcuts that are going to help you grow your business in whatever aspect you think you want it to be. And so, whatever industry, it doesn't matter. It's some universal topics. I work right now in healthcare and in the beauty industry, because those things right now are going really hand in hand. So if that's something you're interested in, reach out, contact me, and let's mastermind on that together. But what I really want you to do is to be able to rock it out this next quarter, make more sales, build that solid foundation. So visit me at sarahtugender.com, and you can get the 7 words to close the appointment every time. It's right there.